What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast and live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. Give me 1 second. There we go. Keep that off. I'm sorry for the delay. I was dealing with a personal issue, but should be okay now. I'll let you guys know. There might be a couple times during this game that I may need to exit the stream for a minute or two at a time just to check on some things. But nevertheless, should be all good. No issues here. We have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Seattle Seahawks. And would you believe it? The Indianapolis Colts have Phillip Rivers coming out of retirement to play quarterback for this team in this game. I mean, talk about the ultimate twilight moment here that the Indianapolis Colts find themselves a part of. I mean, holy freaking cow, man. I mean, we are in a crazy situation right now where we don't even know who the quarterback is going to be for this team going forward. But I mean, we're here for the ride, right? Just want to say right off the top that this stream is presented by FanDuel. Shout out to them. But anyways, this is definitely an interesting day. I broke down news earlier in the morning about Charvarius Ward. Hopefully that Charvarius Ward doesn't intend on retiring after this year is over. That is great to hear. We know that we thought he might contemplate it going into this year with having 3 concussions. And of course, we got news also about Daniel Jones as of yesterday. Daniel Jones had successful surgery on his Achilles, and supposedly he should be ready to go. Should be ready to go by the start of training camp next year, which, if that is true, would be absolutely big. We know that the Colts were highly interested in signing Daniel Jones to a potential long-term solution or extension, I guess I should say, during the middle part of the season. Now, obviously, these last few weeks have kind of put a struggle towards that. And then on top of it, include this injury situation. And Austin, what's up, man? How you doing? And then on top of it, this injury situation that we find ourselves in. But the great news of it is if he is ready to go by the start of training camp, that would be great for Daniel Jones to be in that sort of situation, because originally we were wondering if the injury was going to keep him out for 9+ months, but supposedly now it's sounding like a 8-month recovery is all it would take. But anyways, and I have no idea what a contract would look like now for Daniel Jones. Obviously, it's less now due to the amount of injuries that happened for this. No doubt about it. But yeah, I mean, Charles, I'm doing all right. How about you, man? Good to see you in here. But yeah, I do greatly appreciate all of you that are tuning in right now. We have over 200 of you in here from X, YouTube, and Twitch right now. Please be sure, guys, to hit that like button wherever you're listening to. It helps the algorithm. It helps it get out to more people. Thank you guys so much. Charles, try to stay warm. Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 7 degrees here, but with wind chill, it has it at like a -5. So it is very cold here in Ohio right now. And it's making it hard to do laundry. The room in my house that doesn't get a lot of heat is making it hard to do laundry right now. But anyways, do appreciate everybody tuning in right now. Please give me just 2 minutes here, okay? I'm gonna go deal with this, but I'm working outside today, so pray for me and keep that commentary crispy like always, Derek. I appreciate you, Kyle. You stay safe out there. Stay warm as best you can. What's the score prediction? Well, I'll come up with one here in a few short moments. Again, guys, give me just 2 minutes here. I gotta go check something real quick, but I'll be right back. Okay, don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. Had to check on some stuff there real quick. Just give me 1 second. Fox or CBS? I think this is Fox, but good for the Chiefs. Travis can marry Tay Tay now. Let us all join hands and pray for Rivers. Yeah, so Zombie Flanders, you bring that up. It is hilarious because when it comes to this situation, I will say this. I highly doubt that Phillip Rivers has enough in him to move this offense the way that we need to, at least from a body standpoint. I think Phillip Rivers is insanely smart. I think Phillip Rivers knows how to throw the football, where to throw the football to, and all these other things. But how does the body handle, having to move around, how to handle, getting hit, all these different things. I will say this, if you're a betting man and you're thinking of going to FanDuel right now and putting something on here, Phillip Rivers, as it currently sits, has a 200 plus yards and 2+ touchdown mark right now. Let me actually look at Phillip Rivers over under. So Right now, I mean, let me look here. So it's plus 132 for Philip Rivers to hit 175 yards throwing today. So, I mean, everyone expects Philip Rivers to be able to throw around 150 to 175, but do you think he goes higher than that is a big question. Rivers is throwing for 450 today. Philip Rivers comeback before GTA 6. Jags fan casually hate watching. Why you gotta hate watch us? Huh? Why you gotta hate watch us? I mean, it would be absolutely hilarious if Philip Rivers actually looks good today. And the only problem is do we even have anyone that has a chance to cover Jackson Smith and Jigba, right? Because obviously Charvarius Ward is out potentially for the remainder of the season. And of course, Sauce Gardner out for at least one more week. I appreciate that, Cops. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate you dropping the like. The Colts fan at this point, I'm also hate watching. If anything, this will be very interesting. So this is the first time, and Chiefs news actually. The Chiefs just lost to the Chargers, so that means it'll be the first time since 2014 that the Kansas City Chiefs have not made the playoffs. So they have made the playoffs for 10 straight years going into this year. And Patrick Mahomes had reached the AFC Championship game in every season as a starter. And in year 8, there will be no Mahomes in the postseason. So crazy to say the least. Yeah, I heard he got injured really bad. I didn't see the play, but I saw him walking off with the help of trainers. Certainly isn't good to say the least. So with the Texans winning today, if we lose today, I think we are out of the playoffs, right? Technically, we're already out. I got to look at because the Bills won today. So the Bills won, the Chargers won. We are technically already out. Even if we win today, we are still out of the playoff contention. We have to we have to win this game if we want to stay within contention of staying in the playoff hunt. But the Bills won, the Chargers won, and Houston obviously won. So obviously not a great situation if you are the Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, so coming into today, the Chargers were the 5th seed, the Bills are the 6th seed, and the Texans were the 7th seed. Now, if the Colts win today, then we still have a 40% chance of making the playoffs. If we lose today, we have a 14% chance. So, virtually no chance at all if we lose this game. So, I think we win 3 of the last 4 to make it. I don't know, man. I don't know. You got to face the 49ers after this, and you got to face the Jags and Houston, a team that you've lost to both times already. So, oh, Bill, what? No, they didn't. Hold on a second. Yeah, no, the Bills didn't lose today. Somebody trying to freaking debate me. But again, shout out to the nearly 500 people watching this stream right now on YouTube, X, and Twitch. Old man Rivers, 44-year-old Philip Rivers, who turned 44 just this week, will lead the Indianapolis Colts against the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. And this one will be returned by the Colts. They get the ball to start this, and goal gets brought down around the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. And that is where Philip Rivers, who last played in the COVID season of 2020 with the Indianapolis Colts, his final year, has 252 consecutive starts in his NFL career, and he is coming back to play for the Colts. Let's see how he and the Colts look. First down and 10. Ball will start at the 28. Downs will go in motion, and they're going to hand this off to Jonathan Taylor, who gets to the 30 before being dragged down by the entirety of the Seahawks defense. So a gain of 2. Reports were this week that when Philip Rivers was managing the offense, there was very few times the ball hit the ground. So Philip Rivers, very accurate in practice this week, but will that matter now that he's facing a defense that is actually going to come after him? Second down and 8. Rivers in the shotgun. Taylor back there too. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. It's going to be another handoff to JT, who piles forward to the 41 before being brought down. That is a gain of 11 and a first down. Just a simple little outside zone there, and JT makes one guy miss, and he is hard to bring down one-on-one if you're a safety. $13 games with 100-plus rushing yards. Pistol formation here for Rivers. It's going to be another handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who gets 2 before being brought down. So 3 straight handoffs to start this drive. This is not something we're used to seeing for the Indianapolis Colts. It has almost always been pass, pass, pass to start games. Obviously, with Philip Rivers being a first-week quarterback here for this year, and the circumstance of this defense for the Seahawks, you want to try to get it to JT. Now it's 5 wideouts. Philip Rivers all by himself in the shotgun. This will be the first pass from Philip Rivers. He's going deep with it, and it's 50-50. It's incomplete. It hit the ground. Rivers couldn't quite get all the way there to JT, who was covered. Rivers tried to throw it deep. It wasn't a great throw. JT almost had it, but was guarded tightly by the corner. So be 3rd down and 7 coming up, and this will be another pass down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Seahawks showing pressure. They are. It's a screen pass. Pittman has blockers in front of him, and he gets the first down. Gets to the 45 of Seattle. Seattle went straight for the blitz there, but brought a couple guys back in the middle of that formation, but couldn't get to their spots. And great blocking there by the linemen of the Colts and the wide receivers out on the edge. So the first completion for Phillip Rivers is a screen pass to Michael Pittman. Two receivers to the right, tight end on the right and left, Pierce will motion left. It's going to be another handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who just gets back to the line of scrimmage. There was a blitz off the backside by Emanwari, the safety. He came off the backside and was untouched. And that play just took a little too long for Jonathan Taylor to get through. 11:30 left in the first quarter. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the left. Shotgun for Rivers and JT. Colts are moving on this drive. Rivers has to throw it quick, and it's off the hands of Tyler Warren. Phillip Rivers was getting blitzed and had to get rid of it quickly. He wasn't able to step into the throw. Great coverage there by the safety also. It was just a little out of the reach of Tyler Warren. Again, this is what happens. The Seahawks get pressure, and it's forcing the Colts to have to throw the ball quicker than they want to. Three receivers to the right, one to the left. Seahawks showing blitz. They're only bringing four. Rivers steps up. Rivers fires. It's incomplete. He hit Warren, but he's hit twice. And Rivers was hit at the end there, and the Colts are going to have to punt this away. So a promising drive there from the Indianapolis Colts. It hit Warren in the hands, but he was hit right away. And that drive will come to an end. Over half of Rigoberto Sanchez's punts have dropped inside the 20-yard line this year. Oh, what a punt by Rigoberto Sanchez. Drops him at the 10. So, first offensive drive for the Colts comes to an end. Colts defense out there next. Okay, guys, I'll be back in just a minute, okay? I got to check something real quick, but don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Well, first drive for the Colts there. Honestly, didn't look terrible. Honestly, some really good defense from Seattle there. Everything Rivers tried to throw, man, they were They were on top of it. Really only one really bad pass from Rivers on that drive. 11 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Seattle Seahawks offense will come out, led by Sam Darnold. He'll be under center. It's going to be a run here for Walker, who gets 2, maybe 3, tackled by Nick Cross. Here we go. 9th best offense this year. Receiver on the right and left, 2 tight ends on the right. Ball at their own 12. It's going to be a toss here, and Walker's going to get put back at the 10 by Zaire Franklin and Nick Cross. It'll be a 3rd down and 10 coming up. Great play there. Seahawks offensive line just got no push, and it was a great job by Zaire Franklin to shoot the right gap. Beautifully done. 3rd down and 10. Jackson Smith-Njigba, the best wide receiver in the National Football League this year. Will he get his first catch here? 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Shotgun formation here for Darnold. He's got to hike it. He got it off. Darnold under pressure. Darnold fires. He got rid of it while still being held. Does get 7 yards, but it's not enough for a first down. There is a flag, though. Was thrown in the middle of that play, right around the line of scrimmage, an illegal shift. So the Colts will likely decline it, and it will be a 3 and out. The penalty will be declined, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to go 3 and out. Great job there by Sam Darnold, who was being dragged down, but still was able to get a throw off. So a great stand there by the Colts defense. Punt is away. Gould saying it'll go out of bounds. Gould saying it went out of bounds around the 40-ish. Let's see where they spot it. Not entirely sure from that spot, but the Colts offense back out with good field position. Hey, Corey from Nova Scotia. Love it. Thank you, guys. I have no idea who's going to be on Jackson Smith-Njigba. Might be Kenny Moore. It might be Jalen Jones. Not sure, but I'll just say this. The Colts had a better first drive than what the Seattle Seahawks did. Can the Colts keep that momentum up? They were able to run the football a little bit. You're able to complete a first down pass. You were able to get things going. See what happens here. 880 of you in here right now. Please be sure to like the stream. This stream is presented by FanDuel. Shout out to them. Please be sure to like the stream wherever you're watching, comment, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. And we're all witnessing the greatness of Phillip Rivers. Hey, Clemson is better. What's up, man? Good to see you in here. 6-2 fraud. Love it, man. Thank you for being in here. Absolutely love it. Buckner has a neck injury. So that is why we haven't seen DeForest Buckner over the last month. North Vernon, Indiana. Love it. Here we go. Over 900 of you in here right now. Appreciate you guys. All right. Just under 9 minutes left in the first. Colts on offense. See where they spotted them from that punt. Spotted them at the 35. Receiver on the right and left. 2 tight ends on the right. It's going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor, who makes one guy miss and gets brought down finally at around the 43-yard line. So a good run there by Jonathan Taylor. Again, I feel I said it with Gab during the week that the Colts, it felt like they were going to attack the run a lot more in this one, regardless of who the quarterback was going to be, because, now you got Phillip Rivers out there. You can't expect Phillip Rivers to throw the football 45 times in this game. You've got to try to reserve him. 2 tight ends set again. Jonathan Taylor, following his blockers, gets 3, and it is enough for a first down, but there is a late flag thrown. We'll see what it's called on. Are they picking it up? They are picking it up, so there wasn't a flag. So it was a gain of 3 and a first down. But again, we have seen Jonathan Taylor 5 rushes already on this, or 6 rushes now. That's almost how many rushes he typically has in the first half anyway. And in these first 2 drives, we have seen the Colts take an approach to run the football here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the left. Downs on motion. It's going to be a pass. It was a screen, but the Kobe Bryant read it perfectly, and Rivers just had to throw it away. Rivers wanted to hit Downs on the screen, but Kobe Bryant never lost sight of him. So Rivers made the smart play and just got rid of it. Phillip Rivers and Shane Steichen, both part of the Chargers organization many, many years ago. Receiver on the left and right, 2 tight ends on the left again at the 46-yard line here, their own. It's going to be another pass here. Rivers just going to dump it to Amir Abdullah, gets the first down, brought down at the 40 as a gain of 14. Great matchup there for the Colts. You get the speedy running back out of the backfield against the linebacker, and Rivers just put it right in stride, and Abdullah does the rest. Shifty that he is. So the Colts getting back in Seattle territory again. Rivers getting the little fist pump going. He's feeling himself now. It's going to be another run here. Abdullah gets to the outside, but he's tripped up and gets a gain of 3. Man, if he had stayed on his feet there, that could have been another good run. But a gain of 3. It's going good right now for the Colts running the football. They're averaging still around 3.5, 4 yards a carry, which is much better than some other games they've had recently. And for as good of a defense as this Seattle defense is, that's no easy task. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the left. It's trips formation up at the top. I'm going to hand it to JT, who gets more, gets a gain of 3 to about the 34-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and mid coming up. Feels like a lot more times in recency, the Colts have been in a lot of third and longs. But now, if you can put yourself in this 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 situation, it opens a lot more things up. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. 3rd down here for the Colts. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. And it's going to be a pass. Rivers is going to find Michael Pittman, and what a catch. The throw was a little late, and Pittman had to come back from behind, but Witherspoon wasn't quite able to knock it out. And a great catch there by Michael Pittman. Yeah, that ball was not thrown with a lot of velocity, but it was in the spot that Pittman could bring it down. A great catch, a gain of 5. Colts driving here. The 5th first down already for the Colts. Pistol formation, receiver on each side, tight end on the left. It's going to be another run for Abdullah, who breaks the first tackle, gets a gain of 7. Abdullah getting some touches early in this game. I like it. I like this pistol formation that they're running out of, too. They're doing a great job of getting through that first layer of the defense. Colts with already 9 rushes. Rivers under center. 2 tight end set and receiver on each side. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, but he loses 2. Seahawks brought it all, and big boy in the middle, number 90, Jarron Reed, was able to blow up the play in the middle. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up. 3rd down and 5, actually, for the Colts. Again, 3rd and mid. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun for Rivers. Downs is going to motion right now. Rivers looking. Rivers is just going to dump it. Tried the back shoulder, and they're not going to throw the flag. Michael Pittman wanted one, but they're not throwing it. And the Colts are going to have to kick the field goal here. I mean, how is that not a flag? He had his hand inside. Like, how do you miss that? Group to kick, and he nails it. So the Colts take the lead. Colts 3, Seahawks nothing, as we're just a few minutes left in this first quarter. All right, I'll be back in just a minute, guys. Don't go anywhere. Thank you to everybody that is tuning in right now. Just don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. But hey, look at that. Colts taking the lead. At least Steichen took the points. Well, yeah, you have to when you're in that sort of situation. It probably wouldn't have been uncatchable. I mean, he never really got a shot to try to catch it. He never was given a shot because he got yanked out of bounds. Nah, man. It is what it is. What are your thoughts on Phil's arm? Oh, yeah, I mean, he's doesn't have a ton of arm right now, but catch caught at the 10, that's where the return will be, and gets brought down at the 38. A great return there by the Seahawks return man, Rashid Shaheed, who got traded for at the deadline from the New Orleans Saints. Oh, yeah, Phillip Rivers' arm looks dead. I mean, you're not having him to try to throw a million yards. You're just trying to get him to complete a few passes that can keep drives going. Because he ultimately knows where to go with the football, but doesn't have a ton of arm. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And a tight end on the left, too. Now, in Jigbo motion right, it's going to be a pass, and it's caught by Cooper Kupp, who gets to the 46 of Indianapolis. Tackle was made by Blackman. So a gain of 18. It was actually a tackle by Bynum. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left. Darnold under pressure, fires, and it's caught by Rashid Shaheed again. And another first down. Great catch. And the Seahawks are hurrying. It's going to be a run here. And Kenneth Walker is brought down at the 29. A gain of 4. This has become a constant trend for the Indianapolis Colts over the last several weeks. Anytime the Colts score, they're usually giving up points right after. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the right, trips formation up at the right. Ball is at the 29 of Indy. And it's going to be another toss play for Walker, who gets to the outside, gets a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3 coming up after he is pushed out of bounds by Nick Cross. First 3rd down on this drive for the Seahawks. Just under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. Walker in the shotgun with Darnold. And it's going to be a handoff for Walker. And Walker gets brought down for a loss of 2. Great play there by Adetomiwa, who stuffed the pulling guard. It was actually Latu who stuffed the guard. And Adetomiwa didn't lose his space either. So a great job by the defensive linemen of the Indianapolis Colts. And they get a 3rd down stop. And the Seattle Seahawks will have to kick a 49-yard field goal here. And that one finds its way through. So tie ball game. Seahawks tie it up 3 apiece. Yeah, I mean, our Our season does depend on it. If we don't win this week, there's virtually no chance that we have any other chance of winning, making the playoffs. Rivers 76-yard TD. I'm calling it right now. Yeah, I mean, again, his arm doesn't have to look great. I mean, it just needs to find the right kind of people if he can. Hey, Harris Moshrif in here again, member for 2 months. Who do you want covering JSM? I don't know. Whoever can cover him. I mean, so far in the first quarter, Jackson Smith and Jigba doesn't have a catch yet. Rivers is making the right reads. Riley couldn't do that. Yeah, I mean, again, that's why you like Phillip Rivers, because he doesn't make a ton of unnecessary passes. And like even on that last drive for the Colts, that first play where he threw that pass, that first pass of the drive for him, that play, it was blown up from the start, right? You don't make that pass because that was going to get picked off by Kobe Bryant and taken the other way. He made the smart decision that in the split second he was just going to throw it out of bounds, reset, get a new play started. That's all you can do in that moment. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Rivers can throw much more than 35 yards right now. I mean, he doesn't have to do that much. I mean, that's the thing, right? And that will not be returned. It will be knelt in the end zone by Gould. And Phillip Rivers in the offense will take over at the 35-yard line. Great field position once again. And again, Colts have made it into enemy territory both of their drives in this quarter so far. 50 seconds left in this first quarter. May see it a play or two before this quarter ends. Rivers in the shotgun. 2 running backs back there. JT going to bully his way forward for a gain of at least 2. So we'll see one more play here before this quarter is over. Excuse me. And, Rivers took a couple hits in the first couple drives. Still standing tall, still not bothered by it. So good on him. Got to see him string together some completions, though, if the Colts want to keep this up. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left. It's going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor, who gets about 2 before being brought down. So it'll be a 3rd and 5 coming up as we end this first quarter. Second quarter coming up for the Indianapolis Colts versus the Seattle Seahawks. But again, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to check on something again. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Thank you. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Riley Leonard, I mean, in retrospect, he's not ready for this type of moment, man. He's not. He really isn't. Herbert, if he had half of the IQ of Rivers, would be unstoppable. Yeah, pretty much. All right, start of the second quarter. Colts with the ball at their own 40-yard line, 3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rivers in the shotgun. Jonathan Taylor back there with him. Downs in motion to the right. Rivers throws it, and looks like it's caught by Tyler Warren, and it is a catch, and it's a gain of 6. What a throw and what a catch by Tyler Warren. I mean, that ball was placed perfectly. Does Warren get that second foot in? I wonder. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and the timeout is called. They are going to review this and see if Tyler Warren actually made this catch. Yep, I knew it. I knew they were going to challenge this. We're going to have to see if Warren gets both these feet in, because Warren does catch this. 1. He does not. It is going to be an incomplete pass. Yep, it is going to be an incomplete pass. Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch, just doesn't get the feet in. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah, I mean, it was a perfect throw and a perfect catch. It just didn't get the feet in. And what more can you do? Shout out to all the old subscribers. Shout out to the new subscribers too. We've gotten a couple since this live stream started, so greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. In Rivers' defense, our receivers haven't gotten much separation at all. Yeah, I mean, totally. Everything's covered very closely. So, that's got to be a little better for sure. But I mean, obviously the Seahawks are playing everything up because you're not going to throw the football very deep against this team if you have Phillip Rivers. So everything's going to be within 25 yards. So, yep, they overturned it. It is 4th down and 4. Yep, just wasn't able to get that foot in. So, Colts with their first 3 and out of the game. Sanchez punts it away. It's caught at the 9. And a great tackle by Tyler Goodson, who gets him down at the 14. What a play by the backup running back. And that is where the Seattle Seahawks will start their next drive. Have already had a drive inside their own 15 already. See if they will capitalize on that success they had on that last drive passing the football. Darnold under center. Perfect 3 for 3 so far. 2 tight ends to the right, tight end or a receiver on each side. It's going to be play action here. Darnold finds Njigba, but he drops it. And Njigba had a step on Jalen Jones, but Njigba just couldn't bring it in. It was actually Blackman who was on him. I mean, that one just hit Njigba in the chest, and he just didn't secure it. It's the problem, again, when you're trying to cusp the ball rather than catch it with your hands. 2 receivers to the right. 2 tight ends, or 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. There's going to be a flag immediately and a catch by number 88, A.J. Barner, but there was a flag thrown right away. It's going to probably be an illegal formation. And Barner is pissed. Never mind. It's an offside offense. Very rarely do you see an offside penalty on the offense? But Barner was lined up on the ball with his foot just slightly past the ball. And the refs get him for it. He is mad still. Darnold trying to calm him down. 2nd down and 15 now. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end on the right. Ball's at the 10-yard line. Shaheed motions. It's going to be a pass. Darnold dumps it to Njigba, who gets brought down at around the 17-yard line, maybe. So a gain of 7. It'll be still 3rd down and long coming up. It's the first catch for Njigba in this game. Has the most receiving yards in the National Football League this year. 4th in catches and tied for 2nd in reception touchdowns. 3rd down and 8. Colts are bringing pressure, and Darnold gets sacked. Brought down by Laiatu Latu. The 2nd big play by Laiatu Latu in this game. The 2nd-year player out of UCLA. The Colts had 7 guys up on the line. Ended up only bringing 5. But Latu beat the tight end on the outside edge and just had a free jump on Darnold. So a great defensive stop once again by the Indianapolis Colts. And this is not a great punt. Gould will fair catch it at the 47. So 3 yards from midfield. That's Owen, actually, who will fair catch it. And the Colts offense will come back out after another big stop by the Colts defense. So 3-3 ball game, folks. Again, that's the 2nd play by Laiatu Latu in this game to on a 3rd down. So really coming in big here. I have an XL blue T.Y. Hilton jersey for sale if anyone is interested. If I could wear an XL, I would hit you up maybe. And of course, the Colts with great field position nearly at midfield already. So now we're just waiting for the next Colts drive to start. Here we go. Again, this game in Seattle. Sure, it's cold over there in Seattle right now, but doesn't appear to be nearly as cold as what it is here in the Midwest right now. It's pretty much in the negatives here as of right now. Just under 13 minutes in the second quarter. Time is not flying. Receiver on each side, two tight ends on the right. Rivers in the shotgun with Jonathan Taylor. Rivers up at the line, screaming adjustments. Rivers screaming at every single player right now. It's going to be another handoff for Jonathan Taylor. He liked what he saw, and he got a gain of about 9. Great run there. The Colts' first run on these opening drives typically is a pretty good one. Phillip Rivers retired in 2021 at the age of 39, celebrated his 44th birthday on Monday. He's older than 13 active head coaches, and it's been 1,800 days since his last game played. Going to be another run here for Jonathan Taylor, who does get 2 yards, maybe 3, but it is enough for a first down. Again, this is more runs. This is more runs in this opening half than we have probably seen all year for the Indianapolis Colts. 14 rushes. Receiver on each side, two tight ends on the right. Still in shotgun is Rivers. Rivers calling it audible. It's going to be RPO here. Rivers falls, but he gets back up and just somehow falls forward, loses only about 2 yards. Rivers tried to move backwards and fell, but never got put down. His feet kind of slid on the turf, but was able to get back up and was able to get a couple of those yards back. Darn, if he would have stayed up on his feet, he would have had a pocket to throw the football out of. So 2nd down and 12. Colts got to call a timeout. They took too long getting that play in. There's 10:46 left in the second quarter and a 30-second timeout here. Give the Colts a chance to figure out what they want to do here. Again, for anyone that doesn't know, Phillip Rivers was a head coach of a high school during this season. Actually runs the same offense that Shane Steichen runs with the Indianapolis Colts. And Shane Steichen and Phillip Rivers talk regularly about plays to implement. So Rivers understands this offense particularly well. Again, Shane Steichen was the quarterback's coach in the Chargers when Rivers was still there. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left. Ball is at the 46 of Seattle. It's going to be a pass here. Rivers is just going to dump it to Downs, and Downs gets 3, but Downs ran backwards 2 yards, trying to make a guy miss and ended up losing 2. Sometimes that works for Downs, but I wish sometimes he would not try to run backwards to get around people. So it's not a big gain, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. And the 12th man comes alive. And the Colts are just going to run it here with Jonathan Taylor. There is a flag thrown. He gets to the 36. And Steichen wants, it says it's on Seattle. I don't know if that's, let's see what happens here. Offside on the defense. So now it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. The linebacker, Boy Mafe. Yes, he was. He was lined up offside. So the Colts, instead of a 4th down and 6, now have a 3rd and 5 situation here. Just under 10 minutes. Much more manageable 3rd down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pittman motions left. Rivers in the shotgun with Amir Abdullah. And there is a flag, and it's going to be a false start on the Colts. So negate that penalty. And it's Jalen Travis, the rookie, his first flag, having to take over for the veteran right tackle, Braden Smith, who is out with a concussion. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pittman motions right now. Rivers in the shotgun with Amir Abdullah. He's going to find Pittman. Pittman gets close to a 1st down, but I think he's a half yard shy. He is. It's a 4th down and inches at the 31. We'll see what the Colts decide to do here. It looks like they may go for this. This would be a 49-yard field goal for Group. But they are within inches. QB sneak, or do you run it with JT? Phillip Rivers under center, 3 tight end set, and a receiver out on the left. It's going to be a run for JT, and JT doesn't get it. There is a flag on the play, though. We'll see what happens. What's the flag? JT did not get it. False start on the offense, so it doesn't matter anyway. They are accepting the penalty. Oh, never mind. Okay, so it doesn't count either way. Gonsalves jumped early. So now it'll be 4th down and 6. And Group is going to have to come out and attempt a 54-yard field goal. He already made a 42-yarder in this game, but this would be a very long kick. 55, actually. I think it's more 54, but whatever. Can Group nail a 54-yard kick? This is pretty straight on. Group's kick is up. It looks accurate, and he nails it. Group from 54 and gives the Colts the lead 6-3. What a kick. He had a couple more yards on that too, man. That could have been good from maybe 60. Can't watch in Florida. How's Rivers doing? I say this, I don't think he's doing any worse than what Riley Leonard would be doing right now. I'm just saying. Wow, what a kick. Sorry, guys. Wrong windpipe there. All right. Be back in just a minute, guys. Got to check on something, but I will be right back. All right. 6-3. And it is caught right at the goal line. See how far Shahi can get it out. And he gets a good return and finally brought down near the 40. There is a flag on the play, though. Yep, illegal block in the back by the Seattle Seahawks. So that will bring them back a lot. I mean, did I think that the Colts would have a lead against Seattle in the middle of the second quarter? No, I didn't think so. The spread has dropped, though. The Colts were 13.5-point underdogs, and right now only 7.5. $8:14 left in the second quarter as the Seattle Seahawks offense comes out now. Only 41 yards so far in this first half. Darnold under center. Two tight ends out on the left, one on the right. Shaheed out there. And it's going to be a toss, and Brad brings him down for a loss of 3. I think that was a great spot by the ref because I thought he lost at least 4. But oh my, what a play by Jermaine Pratt. It has not been easy for the Seattle Seahawks to run the football. Seattle has had some Seattle has ran the ball relatively well this year, but so far today, they have not been able to. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. And a flag is thrown and a false start on Seattle. This drive is off to a really bad start. for the Seattle offense. 2nd down and 18. Charles Cross, the young left tackle, at fault there. Rivers over there talking with his offensive line, giving words of encouragement, words of advice. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield for Seattle. Darnold stepping up. Darnold is just going to run it. Oh, and Nick Cross levels him. He fumbled the football, but it went out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. What a hit by Nick Cross. I don't know what Sam Darnold was thinking there, but he did not hold on to that ball very well. And Nick Cross laid a real good hit. So it'll be 3rd down and 17 coming up. Make it 3rd and 18. 3rd and long. Come on, Colts. Darnold in the shotgun. Seattle has not converted a 3rd down yet. They are inside their own 10. It's going to be a run here. And Latu makes the play again. Latu is having a game in this first half. His 3rd tackle for loss in this half already. And a loss of 2, and Latu is fired up. They tried to chip him with the tight end, Barner, and Latu just made light work of him. And it has been easy for him. Punt is away. A good punt there. And it is caught at the 41 by Owen. The Colts offense comes out again. It has just been all Colts defense so far. Defense playing really freaking good right now. Tell you what, if you hit the under on this game, this is looking really good right now. This is looking really good right now if you were betting the under on this game, because both defenses playing pretty good right now. Shout out to the 1,200 people watching right now. This has certainly been an interesting game for the Indianapolis Colts so far. You can do it! Love that. Love that, man. Love that reference. Hopefully the Colts can get a drive going here. Indy has had the ball 6 more minutes than Seattle, has run nearly twice as many plays. It's how you're going to win the football game, man. If you can keep the time of possession and you can move down the field running the football, which the Colts have been able to do so far, then that's how you do it, man. I mean, again, Rivers is not going to be a guy that's going to air it all over the place. He's just going to protect the football, give you a few plays here and there. All right, here we go. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, following his blockers, gets to the 45. So a gain of 3 before being brought down. Man, I felt like he could have had a few more yards if he would have just came back down, but and Taylor and Warren come off the field. Just over 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Amir Abdullah in the backfield. Rivers under center. Actually in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Downs on motion right now. Now it's going to be a handoff to Abdullah, who makes one guy miss and powers forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4. And it's going to be a 3rd and about 4 coming up. Again, 3rd and manageable. That's what you want to do. Get the Colts into these manageable 3rd downs where you can utilize those route runners. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Abdullah in the shotgun with Rivers. And he gets Abdullah out in the flat. Abdullah makes one guy miss and is brought down at the 42, and it's a 1st down. Rivers knew exactly what to do, caught it, looked forward, then just dumps it out into the flat. The linebacker was not able to come down right away, and Abdullah is just too quick and too shifty. .354 left in the second quarter. Colts in Seattle territory again. And it's going to be play action. Rivers just going to dump it to Warren. It was a screen pass, and Warren loses a yard. Seattle not tricked by it at all. The problem is you let the they didn't the defensive linemen weren't being very quick to come down, and the linebacker that was number 42, Drake Thomas, who made the initial play on that. Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left, shotgun. JT back there. It's going to be a pass. Rivers fires, finds Warren for a 1st down. He's brought down to the 26. Right in the middle of the field. In between double coverage. And it was a beautiful throw and a great catch. That's it, baby. Just pick and roll, baby. Pick and roll. Rivers gets the pump. He's fired up. Love it. Last play here potentially before the 2-minute warning. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left. Ball is at the 26. It's going to be a run for Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor bullies his way forward to the 21. Gets a gain of 5. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Indianapolis Colts, 2nd down and 5 at the Seattle 21-yard line. This is about as far as they have gotten so far in this game. Can the Colts get one more score before halftime? Like, that's the thing, man. I'm telling you, like, everyone keeps talking to me about, like, when it comes to why would you put in Rivers over Leonard? Again, Rivers is a game manager right now. He's taking care of the football. Leonard, I don't think would be taking care of the football as much. I mean, to be completely honest. Here we go. 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 5. Ball's at the 21. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. Man, that snap was high. Jonathan Taylor on the screen pass and bullies his way forward to the 15. It's a gain of 6 and a first down. Great job there, but Ryman slow to get up, holding that right arm. That is not a good sign for the Indianapolis Colts, who are already down Braden Smith. I really hope that Ryman can come back in at some point, but man, he is looking to be in some pretty serious pain from that right arm. I'm hoping it is just a stinger. That is not a great sign. I don't know who the Colts put in at left tackle with this. Jalen Travis is already at right tackle. That'll be Tenuta that is going to play at left tackle. These two quarterbacks have only combined for about 110 passing yards in this first half. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor, who falls down after a gain of maybe 4. Darn. Planted that foot, but got tripped. And Seattle is going to call a timeout here, their first. Darn, with that injury to Bernard Ryman, it stopped the clock, too, on that. So, two receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. 1:42 left in the second quarter. JT goes forward, gets to maybe the 12, and another timeout is called by Seattle. That will be their second timeout. It'll be about 3rd and maybe 4 coming up. The Colts have found themselves in a lot of 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 4s, which is very much more favorable than being in these 3rd and longs. Seattle hoping to get one more stop here, make Indianapolis have to kick the field goal and give their offense one more chance. 3rd down and 4, 1:37 left on the clock. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bernard Ryman looks like he's headed off to the locker room. Rivers finds Josh Downs, and it's a touchdown! Indianapolis with a touchdown! Old man Rivers! Let's go! Shane Steichen and everybody's fired up! The Indianapolis Colts and Phillip Rivers with a touchdown to Josh Downs. It's just a simple drag route in the middle of the field, puts it on him, and he's got enough space for a touchdown. Grandpa Rivers gives the little fist bump. He is happy. Oh, I never thought I'd see a Phillip Rivers touchdown on the Colts bingo card this year as the extra point is made. The Colts with a 13-3 lead as Rivers gets his first touchdown with the Indianapolis Colts in 2025. It just took just under 2 quarters to do it. Old man Rivers. The point spread, guys, on FanDuel is currently down. The Colts are a 1.5 point favorite now over the or actually, no, they are 1.5 point underdogs now against the Seattle Seahawks. It's close right now, man. Sorry. Look, okay. I'm gonna look at this. I mean, look, right now, Phillip Rivers, he's 10 of 16 for 81 yards and a touchdown. He's only been sacked once. And I mean, let's be honest, those 10 of 16, I mean, at least 2 of those were bang, bang, 50 balls that, like, you know, could have gone either way, right? So, I mean, Phillip Rivers is not playing bad right now. And that will leave 1:33 left on the clock. Seattle with one more chance to score before half, and they have one timeout remaining. And he had 2 throwaways also. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you take him playing good football, just some things didn't go his way. He's like 14 of 16 right now for easily over 100 yards. And, you know, that, I mean, things would be looking very much better. Phillip Rivers jawing on the sideline. Absolutely love it. As a Charger fan, I'm so happy to see Phil score. He's our GOAT. Love it, man. Love it. Thank you for being in here. Kickoff is caught at the 4-yard line. Shahi gets to the outside, but he is going to get brought down at the 22. Tyler Goodson with another big play there. Tyler Goodson been all over the place. 127 is what the Seattle Seahawks will have. Total yards, the Seattle Seahawks with 36 and the Colts with 152. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. And, oh, Darnold avoids the sack. Shaheed is brought down after a gain of 8. Oh, man, Darnold was sacked, but whoever blitzed in there just couldn't get the tackle, didn't break down. I think that was Franklin. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun again for Darnold. Darnold has time, and he finds Njigba for a big gain. Gets pushed out at midfield. 1 minute left. And Njigba just gets lost in the middle of that defense. It's the first big gain for Njigba. Only 25 receiving yards so far in this game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. Ball's at the 49 of Seattle. Darnold in the shotgun again. Darnold just dumps it. It's incomplete. Intended for Barner. Barner had to dive for it, but couldn't get it. Bernard Ryman is questionable to return. Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. And Njigba now come into the backfield with Darnold. Colts with 8 up at the line. And they went all out. And Cooper Kupp makes the catch and gets brought down after a gain of 9. Great play there by Cooper Kupp. Seattle hurrying up. They only have 1 timeout. 3rd down and 1. They look like they're going to run it here. They are. They're going to just go forward with Darnold for a gain of 2. And a timeout is called by Seattle. They are in field goal range now. Can't tell exactly where they are on the field. I think they're at like the 30. They might be at the 20 or at the 34-yard line, but we will see. I'm not 100% sure. But Jacob Myers getting ready to make a field goal kick if called upon. 31 seconds left. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left, tight end on the left. Now the running back will come back into the backfield. Ball's at the 40. So this would be a 58-yard field goal from here. Is in Myers' range, and it's incomplete. Jonathan Edwards all over Njigba. They wanted a flag, but they're not getting one. Great job there by the undrafted free agent. Little hand fighting there, but .28 seconds. Second down and 10 at the 40 of Indianapolis. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Darnold in the shotgun again. Darnold just going to dump it to Njigba, who gets brought down after a gain of 5, maybe 6. Looks like it is 6. And Seattle has to hurry up. They have to spike it. They have to spike it. Yeah, they have to spike it. That's going to be the final play there. And spiked it at 5 seconds. So this will be about a 52-yard field goal here for Myers. Certainly within his range, but certainly not an easy one. And a timeout is called by Indianapolis, trying to ice him. The Seattle fans wanted a flag on the Colts for a delay of game because he was brought down and then tried to run and get back up and then ran into Bynum, and Bynum kind of tackled him again. But no flag thrown, and a 52-yarder for Myers to end this half, and Myers nails it. So 2 for 2 from both these kickers in the first half of the Colts with a 13-6 lead over the Seattle Seahawks. Quite a insane turnaround here. You hold the Seattle Seahawks to 6 points in the first half. You're doing something right. Must be doing something right. Hey, I just want to say Phillip Rivers has a higher quarterback rating than Sam Darnold does in the first half. I'm just saying. Seattle will get the ball to start this second half. Look at this, chat. I just want to tell you something. the Colts ran the ball for 19 times in that first half, okay? 19 carries for 73 yards, just shy of 4 yards a carry. I mean, it's pretty insane that the Colts were willing to run the football that many times. I mean, phenomenal. The only wide receiver that hasn't caught a pass yet for the Indianapolis Colts is Alec Pierce, which is hilarious because, again, I've been saying it for the last few weeks. It feels like it's been only Alec Pierce and nobody else is getting involved. Well, right now, everybody else is getting involved. Michael Pittman, Amir Abdullah, Tyler Warren, Josh Downs, even Jonathan Taylor. This is the highlight of my whole year, I think. You're killing me, dude. Sing it, bro. Hats off to us old folks who still worth watching, worth something. That's hilarious. Love it, man. That's honestly one of the only parts of the song that I remember, to be completely honest with you. So I'm sorry, man. I'm glad I can make it funny for you, though. Saquon Canty with the $5 super chat. The Colts over the past 15 years have played very well against the Seahawks, and Phillip Rivers historically has played well against them. You're not wrong. The Colts do tend to play relatively well against Seattle. It's weird to say the least. Yes, Seattle gets the ball to start the second half. So I was hoping Cody might be willing and able to get on here, but the Seahawks will get the ball to start the second half. So, and also shout out to Saquon as well for your service. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, I mean, freaking heck. Who'd have thought that this game would be like this? You know, I said it at the beginning. I said it in the preview. For anyone that watched the preview with me and Gab Gowdy earlier this week, I told her that this could be one of those games. Like, I asked her if she thought this could be one of those games where it's like, does it go against the NFL script to insinuate that the Colts could somehow win this football game? And here we are. Like, we have a legit shot. The Colts are only 2.5 point underdogs right now, so everything is still within firm grasp. AR can never run the offense like Phil. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, again, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, the Colts offense is good enough to sustain a few drives every game. If you can take care of the football, and that's what it's about. That's why I didn't want Riley Leonard playing in this scenario, because your first NFL start going against a top 10 defense in Seattle, in this particular circumstance, with so much pressure, it's just not fair for someone like Riley Leonard to have to be in that scenario versus a Phillip Rivers who has been in these situations before. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback, and he's a guy that can actually just he can manage the situation. He is not discouraged at all by these situations. Phillip Rivers lives it. He knows it. He knows how to deal with this stuff. He's done it for a long time. Because Phillip Rivers is smart. Not saying Phillip Rivers is, the answer to everything. He's not. Obviously, the arm is shot for the most part. But you can hit everything within 15 yards if you know where to go with the football. And that's where we're at with Phillip Rivers. You don't need to go out and get 30 points. We just need you to take care of the football, get us a touchdown here and there. Just keep it within range, man. Just keep it within range. Sure, you'd have a lot more explosive ability if you had Anthony Richardson, but that also comes with the fact that you might have a turnover here and there. And so far in this game, I mean, freaking insane. Hold on. And not to mention the defense too. The defense, which has just been abysmal over the last 2 weeks, has really showed up. I mean, again, Sam Darnold, eight completions on 12 attempts. Yes, he's completing 75, or he's completing freaking 67% of his passes. Yes, he's doing pretty good there, but it's only 84 yards though. He has been under pressure a lot. Shout out to Latu, and those boys getting there. Right now, Seattle has 9 carries for 3 yards. They're not even averaging a yard per run. Like, I mean, that's the thing. The boys up front, they're not getting bullied. They're not getting bullied. They are being the bullies. They are getting after these guys. Sam Darnold, he's not super comfortable. He's not able to really do that much right now. So if Seattle can't run the football, they're going to have to continue to try to pass, which obviously they're going to get a few. But, I mean, that's as good of a start to that as you could possibly get, honestly. And Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith-Njigba, 6 catches for 62 yards in the first half. Like, that's great. That's awesome. Because if you're Jackson Smith-Njigba and Cooper Kupp, one of you is going to have a 100-yard game in order to put you back into control of this thing. So it really hasn't been, you could not have gotten a better start from this Colts defense. Now, can they do it continuously? Because obviously Seattle's going to fix some things up. They're going to try to hit some stuff underneath. They're going to try to get the ball out quick. They're going to try to get it to their playmakers. You're going to have to try to continue to attack. You got to attack defensively. And, of course, in that second half, they're going to try to stop Jonathan Taylor. I like the run concepts that the Colts are doing. They're not getting a ton of big runs, but you're getting these 3-yard runs, these 4-yard runs, an occasional 6, 7, 8-yard run. Like, those are fine. That's going to help put the Colts in these manageable 3rd down and 4s or 3rd down and 5s that Phillip Rivers, it knows where to go with the football, right? You're not putting yourself in bad situations on 3rd down. I think the Colts really only had about 1 3rd down that whole half where it was more than 7 yards, right? So that's what happens if you can make it to where you can put yourself in those manageable 3rd downs, then that's all you need. You don't need to do anything crazy. You just got to stay on the field. You just got to burn clock, and you just got to keep that Seattle offense off the field. Tyler Cook, who's been a member for 3 months, our new franchise quarterback, Colts past, present, and future. But, I mean, also, yeah, so, like, time of possession. Let's go to Gamecast. It should tell me. Yeah, so the Colts have had the ball for about 8 more minutes than Seattle did in the half. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, don't go anywhere. Sorry, guys. Had to check on something again. Oh. Here we go. Caught at the 4 is Shaheed, and he breaks one tackle. There is a flag. Got brought down at the 34 by JT Tuimoloau, but there is a flag on the play. All right, well, that'll should back up the they're checking on the shoulders of Rivers right now. He's kind of doing these throwing motions. They're checking on him, making sure that he is good to go. Got to wonder how that shoulder feels after 5 years of not playing in a National Football League. Okay, so flag by both teams. So we'll see what happens there, but they might just place it at the spot. I've never seen it to where there's been offsetting penalties on a kickoff before like this. I've never seen it. Yep, they're just going to give him where the spot is. Here we go. Seattle offense back out after only about 87 yards of offense. They're going to run a quick screen here for Njigba, who does get to the 36 before being brought down. That's a gain of 7. So 80 total yards of offense for Seattle in that first half. Fewest first half yards allowed by Indy since week 1. So definitely crazy. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends in there as well. It's going to be a run here, and he gets brought down, but he is going to get the first down. Gain of 4, and that is enough for a first down. Pyle got pushed there by a bunch of defense or offensive linemen. Might be one of the best runs that Seattle has had in the whole first half, to be completely honest with you guys. First down and 10. 2 receivers to the left. 2 tight ends on the right. It's going to be play action. And they're going to hit Barner on the flat. And he does get the first down. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. So another first down. Seattle in Colts territory already. Tackle was made by Bynum. Excuse me. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the left. Darnold calling an audible here. He's under center. It's going to be play action again. Darnold, under pressure, just has to dump it, and he does get it to Barner for a gain of 5. Great play there by Darnold. He was almost sacked. Second down and 5. Almost 3 minutes have come off of this third quarter already. Darnold in the pistol. It's going to be another run here, and Walker gets a yard before being brought down. The 3rd and 4 coming up. Third down here. Seattle, who I don't believe has completed a third down yet. They might have on that last drive, but have not been good on third downs today. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Darnold under pressure, incomplete. Zaire Franklin on the coverage to the running back, and it is 4th down. We'll see what Seattle wants to do here. Darnold is staying out on the field because you're not going to kick a field goal from here, and they may be too close to punt it. So Seattle's going to go for it. 4th down and 3. Two receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield here. Darnold looking. Darnold finds his guy for a gain of 6 and a first down. Dang it. Colts had him. He was running out of the backfield. He was under pressure, but was able to find Barner at the last second. Seattle has 2 guys blocking Latu right now, but he gets to the 31. It's going to be play action, and it's incomplete. It was hit the hands of the fullback Brady Russell. He was wide open in the flat. He just dropped it. That might have also gotten tipped potentially at the line of scrimmage a little bit, but 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 31. Receiver on the left, 2 on the right, and a tight end on the left. Darnold under center. They're going to hand it off here, and Walker gets brought down after a gain of 3, it looks like. Be 3rd down and 7. Franklin on the tackle. Another 3rd down here for Seattle. It's been almost 5 minutes. They're 1 for 7 on 3rd downs in this game. Three receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Colts bringing 5. Darnold throwing it deep. Incomplete, they're saying. Incomplete. Shaheed wanted a flag, but nobody called one. And it's 4th down and 7. Will Seattle kick the field goal here? Shaheed didn't even try. Shaheed didn't even try to go for that ball. It wasn't a bad throw by Sam, but Shaheed didn't even try to go for that, and Myers is going to have to kick the field goal. This will be a 47-yarder from here. Straight on, though. Ooh, that one had some funky movement, but it did go through. So Myers, 3 of 3 from his field goal range, but the Colts defense does prevent the touchdown. I mean, that wasn't a terrible no call. I mean, I really don't think that was a terrible no call. I mean, there was some hand fighting there going on, but I mean, he didn't even try to go for that pass. Gregory, don't tell me what to do. Listen, I got stuff going on, all right? Is Ryman coming back in this half? I don't know. We're going to find out here in a minute. If not, it'll be Luke Tenuta that will be taking over. So far, the Colts have kept the Seattle Seahawks out of the end zone. Excuse me. 9:49 left in the third quarter. Shout out to the nearly 1,300 people in here. Like the stream, comment, subscribe. Ball's caught at the 2-yard line. Abdullah makes one guy miss and hurdles the kicker and gets pushed out near midfield. A great return there by Abdullah. Man, if Abdullah would have decided to come back with that, that could have been taken all the way. But a great return nonetheless. Phillip Rivers, in that first half, the ultimate game manager, his family celebrating at a restaurant, absolutely loving it. See where they spotted him. Phillip Rivers in the shotgun with JT, ball at the 45. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the right. Downs on motion left now. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who he ran the wrong gap and just got back to the line of scrimmage. If JT would have cut that back, that could have been some yardage. And obviously, Bernard Ryman is not back out there. Luke Tenuta is still there. So that will be an adjustment for the Indianapolis Colts and how they can run things. Bernard Ryman got paid in the offseason, a big-time left tackle. 4 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Rivers in the shotgun all by himself. Rivers just going to dump it to JT finally, who just buries his way down in there. Gets a gain of 6. Gets to the 49 of Seattle. Finally brought down by Witherspoon. Back to the 3rd and 4 again. It feels like every third down that the Colts have at this point feels like a 3rd and 4 at this point in time. Colts, this will be the 27th play in opponent's territory. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Josh Downs on motion left now. Rivers is going up. Oh, and just missed Downs. Downs wanted a flag, but they didn't call it. Oh, Downs had him beat. You got to punt this, right? Downs had him beat, but Rivers just threw it a little too far up in front of him. If there wasn't that little bit of a hold earlier, and Phillip Rivers is staying out there, 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. I'm wondering if the Colts are just going to try to get him to jump. 3 receivers to the left now, 1 to the right. Yeah, they're just trying to get him to jump. Yeah. Yep, they're going to take the flag and just punt it from here. Darn. Yeah. Oh, man, that was so close. Reggie Wayne telling Downs, look up. When you have that, look up. Yeah, Downs missed it. Rivers put it in a spot Downs could have gotten it, but Downs was looking straight at Rivers rather than up. And, yeah, it ends up as a wasted drive there for the Colts. And Sanchez will have to punt this one away. And fair caught at the 6. He probably could have just let that one try to bounce and go out of bounds, but Seattle gets the stop, the 3 and out, and Seattle will start the drive deep in their own territory. Well, who knows? Downs needs to go watch some Phillip Rivers highlights. Yeah, no, it sucks because Rivers does that where he'll throw it up in a spot where he knows you're going to be. Downs obviously just didn't, anticipate that. But okay. 13-9. Hopefully the Colts can get a stop here. All right, it's going to be a run here. And Zach gets brought down at the 12. That's a gain of 5. Tackle is made by Nick Cross. Zach Charbonnet. Say it's 6 yards. They're going to say mark down at the 13. So 3 tight ends on the left and 1 receiver on the right. It's going to be a run here. Charbonnet gets the first down, brought down at the 20. Gain of 7. Best run of the day so far for Seattle. Colts got to find a way to get stops there at that spot because that was the one thing the Colts did really well in the first half, which was stop the run. And so far in the second half, Seattle is doing better at it. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Wing formation here for Seattle. It's going to be play action. Darnold steps up. Darnold hit as he threw and incomplete. Tried to get it to Barner, but Darnold was hit at the last second there. Hard to tell who it was that made the contact. We'll see here. Wormley was the one that got the initial pressure, and then Ebukam was the one that hit Darnold as he threw. Even if Darnold completes that pass, Pratt probably makes the tackle right away, and it would have been a 3-yard gain at most. It's going to be another run here for Kenneth Walker, who gets brought down at around the 25, maybe the 26. Ebukam on the tackle. It'll be a 3rd down again. Shout out over 1,300 people watching right now as the Colts currently have the lead over Seattle. 6:11 left in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Colts with 7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. The Colts are only bringing 4. Zaire got the pressure, and then it's incomplete. Sam Darnold hit as he threw again and couldn't complete the pass. Great defensive stop again. The Colts have been getting pressure on Sam Darnold a lot in this game. Tyquan Lewis, who just came back from injury, was the one to deliver the hit there. And Dixon will have to punt here. And Owen catches it at the 21 and doesn't get much. Gets to the 25, was too indecisive on where he wanted to run there. But that is where Phillip Rivers will come and take over. Bernard Ryman was back there looking like he's trying to play. There ain't going to be no bomb to Alec Pierce, dude. I'm going to tell you right now. That's not going to happen. Rivers would have to throw that thing within the first second of catching it just to be able to get it to a spot where Alec Pierce could actually catch it. Because Alec Pierce is going to outrun whatever throw Phillip Rivers throws, man. Colts just got to keep it up, man. Here we go. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends to the right. It's going to be a run for Jonathan Taylor, who piles forward, gets close to the first down, probably gets 9, but a great run there to start this drive. 66 yards for Jonathan Taylor in this game so far, averaging around 4 yards a carry. Again, Tenuta is still out there at left tackle for the Colts. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the right again for the Indianapolis Colts. Going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor, who does get enough for the first down, gets to the 40 or gets to the 36. Another run here, this time for Abdullah, but he does not get anything. Gets brought down at the line of scrimmage by Drake Thomas. But, I mean, the Colts are doing a good job of going away from Luke Tenuta. They're not trying to make him a focal part of where they're running it. They are primarily trying to get the runs to the right side. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 on the right, tight end on the right. Downs on motion right now. We play action. Rivers just going to dump it to Downs, who gets a gain of 3 before being brought down. So it'll be 3rd and 7. Evan Worry with the tackle out there. They're down in 7. Ball's at the 39. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end on the right. Rivers calling something quickly, then getting it back to the line. Have to hike it. They do. Rivers steps up, just going to dump it to Abdullah, but Abdullah can't make everybody miss. He only gets 2, and it's going to be down, and it's 4th down, and the Colts are going to have to punt again. So, again, the Seattle is bringing people from one side to the other, but just aren't able to find wide receivers out on the edge. And this will be the 3rd straight drive for the Colts, unable to get points and unable to get to opponent's territory. Sanchez booms it away, and Shaheed lets this one go, and that will go out of the back of the end zone, and that will go for a touchback. And the Seattle Seahawks offense will come back out. We'll be back in just a second, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right. Here we go. .234 left in the second quarter. Two tight ends, receiver on each side. It's going to be play action. Darnold has time, finds his guy, that's Shaheed, and he's brought down at the 47-yard line, a gain of 27, the longest play by either team today. Blackman just late getting there. Play action again. Finds Cooper Kupp, who gets brought down finally by Zaire Franklin after a gain of 6. Come on, Colts defense. Saquon with the $2 super chat. We need a hit stick fumble. Yes, I agree. Two tight ends on the right, receiver on each side. Now one motions, and Walker is going to get brought down maybe a yard. Maybe. Jermaine Pratt on the tackle, the leading tackler so far today. It'll be third down and at least 3. This could be potentially the last play, of the third quarter. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the right. Walker in the shotgun with Darnold. Walker's wide open there, but Jackson Smith-Njigba is the one who will catch it and goes out of bounds finally at the 17-yard line. Another big play for Seattle, and the biggest play of the day for Jackson Smith-Njigba, who's just wide open in the middle of the field. And we'll see if Seattle's going to run one more play before this third quarter is over. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the right. And they are not going to, and that will be the end of the third quarter. So we will enter the fourth quarter. Colts still with the lead, but Seattle is moving down the field. Oh, man. Be back in just a second, guys. Oh, man. Well, fourth quarter, Seattle inside the red zone for the first time. And Zach Charbonnet brought down after a gain of maybe a yard. I believe this is the first time the Seattle Seahawks have been inside the red zone today. They might have made it on the second drive. Might have. Because they would have had to have made a 42-yarder, so that wouldn't have been them being in there. But 3 receivers to the left, 1 tight end on the right. Njigba motion right now. Walker in the shotgun with Darnold. Darnold has time. Finds Walker, but he gets maybe 2 yards before being brought down. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up. Come on, Colts. Now, the only thing is, though, Seattle, it might be 4 down territory for them. Remember, they are down 4, so a field goal here still does not put them in great position. Now, they may take it if they don't get yardage here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Walker in the shotgun with Darnold. Darnold has time, fires, incomplete. No flag is thrown. Not a catchable ball. Cooper Kupp, the intended target, incomplete. Bynum all over him. And we'll see what Seattle does here. They tried to hit him on a corner ball, and there's no pass interference at all. And honestly, that wasn't even catchable, even if it was. And it looks like they will attempt the field goal here. I figured they might if they didn't get any yards. 32-yarder be the shortest one today for Myers, and he nails it. So that puts the game within 1 point. The Colts need a score. They need a bounce back. The heck are you? I ain't seen you in here before. This game has me stressing. Yeah, I was fully prepared for this team to just get blown out. And here we are in the 4th quarter. And for some reason, the Colts have a lead. Right now, Jonathan Taylor has 70 rushing yards. So just under 4 yards a carry. Thanks, Michael. Is Pittman alive? Yeah, we haven't seen him for a few drives, though. I mean, to be completely honest, the Colts haven't really done a lot offensively this half, so. Well, here we go. Colts offense going to get the ball here. Myers kick. Is away. And catches it and kneels it in the end zone. Great job there. And the Colts are going to get good field position here. Starting this drive at the 35. Come on, Colts. He's got to get 30 yards, 35 yards of offense here. Colts have only had 23 offensive yards this half. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the right. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor, who gets nothing, brought down, maybe gets half a yard. So not a great start here for this Colts offense. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. It's going to be a pass. Rivers just going to dump it to JT and isn't able to break the tackle. Gets maybe 2 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and long again. This Colts offense in this second half has just been stagnant. Phillip Rivers has been 6 of 10 on 3rd down so far. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jonathan Taylor in the shotgun with Rivers. Rivers has time and incomplete. No flags, and the Colts are going to have to put. There is a flag thrown. It was late, but there was a flag thrown. They were all over Alec Pierce on that, but yeah, I mean, he was he was a little bit all over him, but I mean, I don't know. But either way, the Colts get bailed out on a pass interference call, and it is a new set of downs for the Indianapolis Colts. Just under 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Pistol formation here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left. Jonathan Taylor bullies his way forward to the 49-yard line of Seattle. Gets a gain of, it looks to be 5. I like it when the Colts run it out of that pistol formation. It kind of gives Jonathan Taylor a little bit more of a chance to see the field. Two receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. It's going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor, who gets a 1st down, gets brought down right at the spot. Some hand fighting going on with whoever Quentin Nelson was blocking and so on and so forth. Jonathan Taylor able to stay up on his feet enough. JT will come off the field. Has had some of the most rushes he's had in over a month. Colts amazingly have run the football more times than they passed today. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. And Rivers loses the ball, and he loses 6. The snap was high. Rivers couldn't control it, and the Colts drive might have just stalled. Tanner Bortolini left the snap high, and Rivers just had to eat the contact. It's not like that play would have resulted in much anyway. Seattle got back there insanely quickly. It's going to be 2nd down and 15 now. It's going to be a pass. Rivers just going to dump it to Abdullah, who gets a good one here. Gets to the 40, maybe the 39, but that is a good gain there. Makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Abdullah has been a great safety blanket for Phillip Rivers in this game. It's going to be 3rd and 5. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left. Shotgun for Rivers. Abdullah in the backfield with him. Rivers gets it. It's just going to be a screen for Abdullah, and there's nowhere to go. I don't know what the Colts are thinking there. They run another screen and it's gets absolutely nothing. It loses yardage. And now the Colts have to punt. Like, obviously they were banking on Seattle being aggressive, but they weren't. I mean, that was a terrible play call by Shane Steichen. Sanchez punts it away, and Goodson gets it down at the 6. Banana Split 1988 became a YouTube member. Thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it. Let me. Where's your. Oh, there it is. I can make you. I mean that's all on Steichen, man. I mean it's ridiculous that it's ridiculous that you run another screen in a situation where, and shout out to the 1,600 people watching right now. Please be sure to like the stream, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate all of you guys. I got to imagine, yeah, we're 19 subscribers away from 22,000 subscribers on the channel. So if you guys would please subscribe if you haven't already, we would greatly appreciate your support. But I get you're trying to get the ball out of Rivers' hands quickly, but you can't run slants. You can't run in routes. You can't run drags. You can't run all that other stuff. Why? Why is it always screen passes? The screen passes aren't working. They haven't worked all game. Two receivers to the left, two tight ends on the right. Ball start at the 6. They're going to get it to Njigba quickly, who gets brought down at the 13-yard line. That's a gain of 7. I love how far back they play, and then the other team is just like, okay, hike it quick there, just there. It's it's no other. The Colts are not smart enough to figure that out. They can't do it, but when our defense plays really far back, then other teams know to magically do it. 2nd down and 3. Njigba motions left. 2 tight end set here for them. It's going to be a play action. Darnold is just going to run it himself and gets hit hard. Gets a gain of 4, but it is enough for a 1st down. And Darnold was dragged down hard by Neville Gallimore, who was giving chase. Great hit by the big fella. I mean, he grabs his shoulders and yanks him down. First down and 10, just under 7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Seattle needs a point to tie. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, tight end to the left. Chabanet in the backfield. Darnold's just going to hit Cooper Kupp with a quick out route, and it's a gain of 8. Second down and 1. 2 tight ends on the left. It's going to be a run here for Zach, and he gets 3 before finally being stopped at the 29-yard line. Again, Seattle with all 3 timeouts, both teams with all 3 timeouts. The Colts need a stop. It's going to be play action again. Darnold under pressure, rolls to his right, and finds Jackson Smith and Jigba. And Jigba breaks a bunch of tackles, and he's still going, pushed out at the 32. The Colts couldn't make the tackle, and Seattle is in field goal range already. Jackson Smith and Jigba is just a matter of time. Zaire Franklin had him in the middle of the field, just couldn't make the tackle. Or no, that was Pratt that couldn't make the tackle in the open field. And Mekhi Blackman missed him too. And I don't know. This is looking bad by the second here. It's going to be another pass. Darnold has time. Darnold's just going to dump it and gets 9. I mean, the Colts are just playing very lackadaisical defense right now. I mean, they are playing as much prevent defense as you could possibly get. I mean, the Colts got to get a stop. I mean, if they want any chance of winning this football game, they have got to hold Seattle to a field goal here. It's going to be a run for Zach, and he gets to the 15 with just under 4 minutes left. The Colts are going to have to get a stop here. If they don't, this could spell game over. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Tight end on the right as well. Ball's at the 15. And he is brought down at the 12. That's Zaire Franklin on the tackle. We're going to say he got to the 11. So he's second down and 6. No, it's second down and 7. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Darnold under center. It's going to be a pass. Darnold. Oh, and he had Cooper Kupp for a first down, but it's incomplete. It was thrown behind him. Oh, that is huge. Seattle had the first down easy, but the pass was thrown behind Kupp, and he tried to one-hand it. Third down and 6. Come on, Colts. Colts need a stop in the worst way. It's okay to give them a field goal, but the Colts need a stop here. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Sam Darnold in the shotgun with Charbonnet. Darnold fires, incomplete. It was thrown over the head of Shaheed. Incomplete pass, and the Seattle Seahawks are going to have to go for a field goal. Or will they? They will. Myers out to attempt his 5th field goal of the game. This one will be a 30-yard attempt here. Ooh, that one had some weird movement too. But Seattle takes the lead. 15 points off entirely of kicks. And Phillip Rivers will get a 2-minute warning, 2-minute drill to win the game for the Indianapolis Colts. What do you think of this? In his first game back in 5 years, having been retired all that time, and he gets a chance to lead the Colts down the field to potentially take a game winner over the Seattle Seahawks. You've got to get it to within the 35-yard line, though. The Colts have all 3 timeouts and have 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, so plenty of time. But the Colts are going to have to complete some downfield passes. Running the ball is not really going to cut it here. This one will be returnable. Caught at the 4 with a running start. Abdullah breaks 1 tackle, gets to the 32. So a good return there by Abdullah. The Colts will need to get about 35 yards of offense to put them in position. Phillip Rivers has had 36 career game-winning drives. His last one was in 2020 with the Indianapolis Colts, almost 5 years ago to the day. 2 minutes and 21 seconds. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the right. Ball's at the 32. Rivers in the shotgun with Jonathan Taylor. He's calling an audible. And the Colts will run it here with Jonathan Taylor. Get a couple yards to go into the 2-minute warning. Gets close to the 35. And the Colts will let it go to the 2-minute warning here. You have that as a stopping point. Almost 2,000 of you watching through YouTube, X, and Twitch right now. Please be sure to like the stream, guys, comment, and subscribe. Colts just got to get in field goal position, folks. If they can get to within the 40-yard line, remember, Group has already nailed a 55-yarder today. So he is capable of making it. You want to try to get to within around the 35 or better to give him a good shot. And the Colts are going to need at least 30 more yards to do so. This is 4-down territory if you are the Indianapolis Colts. Everybody like the stream, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, guys. We have hit over 22,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys, for such a great stream. Let's do this. 2-minute warning. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. Downs will now motion right. Rivers has to just get rid of it. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Rivers tried to roll out to his right, and Alec Pierce was not open. He was the only wide receiver out there. Colts got to get a 1st down on these next 2 plays. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rivers throws. Caught by Alec Pierce. His first catch of the game. 1st down. Colts pass midfield. All right, you got to pick it up a little bit. You have time. You have time. Don't rush it. But, oh my goodness, Alec Pierce. His first catch of the game, and he's brought down at the 49 of Seattle. Okay. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left. JT in the shotgun with Rivers. Colts taking their time. 1:20 left. Colts are going to run it, and Jonathan Taylor gets nothing. The Colts got to hurry up now. They thought they could sneak one over, but Seattle blitzed them, and the Colts are going to call a timeout. Excuse me. Or no, is Seattle calling a timeout? Seattle calls a timeout there. Maybe Seattle thinks if the Colts do get within range, that maybe they could get the ball back with a chance, or maybe are just trying to make the Colts have to get more yardage. They just need to get a 1st down. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. Rivers finds Warren for a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Colts have time, and a timeout is called. And it's Seattle calling a timeout again. I think they're trying to make the Colts. I'm not understanding the strategy too much, but I think they're thinking that it could force the Colts to have to do some more, get more yardage. Again, Group already nailed a 55-yarder earlier in this game. Need to get about 10 more yards to be in that same boat. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rivers in the shotgun with JT. 1:01 left on the clock. Colts with all 3 timeouts. Colts are going to run it here. Jonathan Taylor pushing his way forward. Doesn't get the 1st down, but he gets about 4. And it's going to be 4th down, and the Colts are going to kick the field goal from here. They're at about the 43, so this will be a 60-yard field goal from Blake Group. Are you kidding me? We are about to put the faith of the season in Group, who was signed a week and a half ago to the Indianapolis Colts, and this will be a 60-yard field goal if he makes it. He made a 55-yarder earlier with no problem. He had the leg, but can he hit a 60-yarder? Group, the kick is up, and it is good! Group nailed it! He gives the Colts the lead with 47 seconds! Oh my gosh! Blake Group, are you kidding me? A 60-yard field goal! And Seattle, with no timeouts left and 47 seconds, have to nail a field goal to tie or to win. And Group could have hit that from 63 if he wanted to. Holy cow. What insane confidence from Blake Group, and everyone is fired up. 47 seconds. Seattle's going to have 46 seconds to be able to get within range. Kim Sharp with a $5 super chat, watching from Missouri. Thanks for the fun play-by-play. Thank you so much for that donation. And here we go. It's going to be caught at the 10, and Rashid Shaheed gets a great return. He gets to the 37, takes 5 seconds off the clock, but Seattle only needs about 20 yards to be within range. Or, no, actually, yeah, needs about 23 yards to be within range of Myers. "41 seconds is all it takes. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Colts only bringing 3. Darnold finds his guy, brought down at the 47 of Indianapolis, and Seattle has to hurry up. And they're going to spike it. They only need 5 more yards. Why can't you just blitz? Why can't you just blitz? Why do you give these quarterbacks all day long to try to throw the football on these situations? They're always going to find someone. Always. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Darnold in the shotgun. The Colts are bringing him this time, but Darnold finds Shaheed at the 37-yard line and gets pushed out of bounds. And right now, they are definitely within range of Myers. It's 3rd down and 1, or actually 2. And just like that, this defense is about to give it all up. They're at the 38-yard line. They only need 2 more yards. Blitz him! And he's going to dump it incomplete. A 57-yarder, or not quite. A 56-yarder coming up from Myers. Made a 52-yarder earlier. This would be his longest of the day and would be his 6th made field goal if he nails it. 56 yards for the game. Colts versus Seattle. The snap. It's hold. And it's good by Myers. He nailed it. 18 seconds. And the Colts with 3 timeouts, but the Colts lose the lead. And I think that might be it, folks. Des Hall with the $2 super chat. Diehard Eagles fan here. Pray to see Rivers hold on. Appreciate the super chat, man. Yeah, I mean, that was good from 60 easily. I don't think we're going to see any miracle happen here, guys. The Colts do have 3 timeouts. Myers is going to have to give somebody a chance to return this. And Owen is going to return this one. And Owen gets to the 30 before being brought down 11 seconds. The Colts are going to have to get 30 yards in 10 seconds. I mean, you got to go Alec Pierce on a deep pass on this, right? I mean, I think that might be your only opportunity. These timeouts really aren't going to help you much in this scenario with so little time. You've got to get 30 yards to give group a chance. Give Alec Pierce the ball. Rivers across the middle, and it's picked off. Tried to go for Pittman, but Kobe Bryant picks it off, and there is no flags. And that is how the game will end. Dang, man. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, Colts had a chance, just couldn't quite make it happen. F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Patrick Mahomes suffered a torn ACL, if anybody cares. Darn. But Colts lose again, and 14% chance to make the playoffs at this point. So definitely not a great situation for us. But anyways, thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. We had a lot of support today. Greatly appreciate all of you that did tune out for this. So thank you once again. We'll have an update. I think Cody will do a recap, but thank you guys again. Shout out to FanDuel. This live stream was presented by them, but thank you guys again so much. Greatly appreciate it. And as always, go Colts.